in Ezekiel and chapter 1. We missed that, but I've gone back to chapter 1. We find that Ezekiel gets visions of God, visions of heaven. And in those visions, he sees living creatures that are there in heaven. And everything that God teaches us has some meaning or the other. So he saw four living beings, and their appearance was in the form of a human. And each of these living creatures had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and their feet were like a calf's hoof, and they gleamed like burnished bronze. Under their wings, on their 4 sides, were human hands. As for the faces and the wings of 4 of them, their wings touched one another, and their faces did not turn when they moved. Each went straight forward. And one thing that I want to tell you is that the 4 living creatures were full of eyes round about. And as for the form of their faces, each had the face of a man. All 4 had the face of a lion on the right, the face of a bull on the left, and all 4 had the face of an eagle in behind. So these are the 4 different faces of the living creatures that Ezekiel saw. And when we go to the book of Revelation, John, the beloved disciple, also got visions of heaven. And this is what he saw in Revelation and chapter 4 and verses 6 and 7. He says, before the throne there was something like the sea of glass, like crystal, and in the center and around the throne were 4 living creatures full of eyes in front and behind. This is resembling what Ezekiel got in his vision. The first creature was like a lion, the second creature like a calf, the third creature had the face like that of a man, and the 4th creature was like a flying eagle. So this is what John the beloved saw. Now this, what Ezekiel saw, which is confirmed by what John saw, because Bible says every fact is to be confirmed by 2 or 3 witnesses. So these are speaking of something. Ezekiel is pointing towards the Gospels that are going to come. So the 4 portrait of Jesus in the Gospels is like this. Matthew looks at Jesus as a king. Therefore, it has the face of a lion. And Mark sees Jesus as a servant, or having the face of an ox. And Luke looks at the humanity of Jesus. So the living creature has the face of a man. And John, the beloved disciple, who wrote the book of John, talks of Jesus' deity, and that has the face of an eagle. So this was looking forward to the Gospels that are to be written by the 4 Gospel writers, and explaining what each Gospel will be concentrating on. And that is confirmed in the book of Revelation. Isn't it great how God confirms everything, so that we are not puzzled by things, but we rejoice and worship God because of his greatness.